Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
I'm Rich Masabny, looking at all these wonderful...
These are great cupcakes over here.
Good stuff there, Rich.
You know, this is from Crumb's Bake Shop.
Wow.
And if you're interested to look up about them or anything like that, it's simple. It's crumbs.com.
Okay.
And they've got places, listen, they got places in the district, but there's a place right here in Arlington on Clarendon Boulevard.
All right.
And they make, you know, this is stuff for Thanksgiving, Christmas time, Halloween, all that business. It's right here. And
so Rich is he's got cupcakes for us tonight, but
that's right.
due to the no food or drink law in the studio, we won't be consuming any of those goodies, but they look wonderful.
They look great.
So along with Rich and his cupcakes, we have news and community bulletin board and news for seniors. And Rich is not doing reviews tonight. He's just doing cupcakes.
No reviews.
Doing cupcakes.
Isn't that something?
He's selling cupcakes tonight.
Yeah.
Promoting cupcakes, I should say.
They look really good.
News for seniors, and then Rich will wrap it up with an interview with Miss Senior Maryland of 2012.
Miss Maryland Senior America.
I'm sorry, Miss Maryland Senior
2012.
America
Get
of
it right,
2012.
Miss Maryland Senior America.
Mahal May, and she has a special treat for you hula dance lovers. And that's our show for this pre-Thanksgiving week. But before we begin, here's a reminder from my partner here.
That's right, Craig. Arlington Weekly News is available at www.youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. You can also visit us on facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. So please visit us on YouTube or Facebook.
Okay. All right, thanks, Daniel. And here we go with first of our news items. Well, anyone who voted in this most recent national election noticed that the lines were pretty long. Lots of people out there waiting to cast their votes and get their ballots in this election. The wait at times for some stations exceeded 2 hours, and the last voter didn't finish voting until almost 9 p.m. It turns out that Tuesday had historically high voter turnout for the county. The nearly 118,000 people who voted represented the largest number of voters who turn out that's a record in Arlington. However, the percent of registered voters fell a little short of the record, which was only 83% of the active registered voters. The percentage record is for the George H.W. Bush versus Bill Clinton election that was held in 1992. 85% of registered voters in the county cast their ballots in that election. The county's electoral board chairman noted that because of the high turnout, there will be a review of the number of voting machines needed for the next presidential election. Daniel.
In other election news, here are some highlights of how Arlingtonians voted. Well, for the presidential race, Barack Obama, Joe Biden got 69% of the vote versus 29% for Mitt Romney, Paul Ryan, and 1% for the Libertarian Party candidates. And for the Senate races, Democrat Tim Kaine won 69% and GOP's George Allen got 31%. For the congressional race, Democrat Jim Moran won 65%, followed by Republican J. Patrick Murray with 29%. An independent received 5%, and the Green Party got 2%. So those are the election news items.
All right, there's our election update a week after the fact, but we got it out to you regardless. All right, a handful of bond measures in more election news were presented at the election, this recent election, and they all passed. One of them was for $42.6 million for Arlington Public Schools. The 81.2% approval margin was the highest percentage for any school bond measure since the school division began issuing bonds in 1988. It was also passed with the highest margin compared to the bond measures in the 2012 ballot. The funding will help add seats for elementary capacity to address Arlington's steady enrollment growth. The money will also support infrastructure improvements. So school bond and other bond issues passed. Daniel.
In other school news, Dr. Emma Violin Sanchez and Noah Simon were elected to the school board. Violin Sanchez is a returning school board member who has served since January 2009. Simon will begin his term in January 2013. Both will be sworn in next month.
And next on our news items, the county celebrated the completion of the first phase of Penrose Square Plaza. That development, that happened on Thursday, November 15. The $2 million project at 2503 Columbia Pike was approved by the county board in October of 2011. According to county staff, the plaza is the first step toward reaching public space goals for Columbia Pike. Two smaller public spaces are still to be completed in transforming the Columbia Pike corridor. The newly completed public space features an art installation, a tree-covered terrace with seating, and an inner plaza with a water feature and garden. So Columbia Pike revitalization is rolling along. Daniel.
Arlington County offices, courts, DMV, libraries, public schools, and senior centers will be closed on Thursday, November the 22nd, and Friday, November the 23rd, in observance of the Thanksgiving holiday. Park and Nature Center administration offices will be closed, but park grounds will be open. Barcroft Community Center will be open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., but all other centers will be closed. Metro and ART will operate on a weekend schedule, although some ART buses won't run at all. Check the Metro and ART websites for more information.
Okay, Daniel, and we'll be back with our CBB file and news for seniors right after we hear from Nort Beckerman and his Brain Healthy Minute.
Take it away, Nort.
I'm Nort Beckerman, the Brain Health Coach. Did you know that your blood is a freight carrier, a troop transport, and a waste removal service? The oxygen, water, nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and ionized salts that your brain receives determines whether it will function and how effectively it will function. It's your blood acting as a freight carrier that brings these things to your brain. You are the one responsible for loading your blood with the right things in the right quantities and delivering them to your brain at the right time. The cargo that you load into your blood is determined by what you eat and drink and by how physically active you are. It's your blood acting as a troop transport that carries the white blood cells that comprise your immune system to the point where they're needed to fight off invaders. The blood in your veins is constantly removing waste, carbon dioxide, and other toxins generated by the brain, and carrying it to those places where it can be eliminated from your system. Keep your brain and your blood healthy by eating and drinking the right things, being physically active, and making sure that you eliminate the waste in your system regularly. I'm Nort Beckerman, the Brain Health Coach. I'll see you next time for a brain healthy moment. Tell her to stop.
Thanks, Nort. Nort Beckerman and his Brain Healthy Minute.
Thank you,
Train
Nort.
your brain. It's not too late to train your brain. Thanks, Nort. Here we go now with our some of our CBB Community Bulletin Board items from now until February 2013. You have an opportunity to help create a yarn bomb. Artisphere, in partnership with the Roslyn BID, Arlington Public Art, and Arlington Public Library, is hosting a temporary public art project. Beginner and experienced knitters and crocheters will collaborate to create guerrilla-style collaborative art installations. You can drop in for a free knitting session every Wednesday evening from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Artisphere's Town Hall. Give them a call at 703-875-1100 or email artisphereknitting@gmail.com. You can also visit the Arlington County Library at the library and check their website, libraryarlingtonva.us, and then click on the headlines article about the Gorilla Stitch Brigade. Yarn Bomb, check out that Yarn Bomb. Daniel.
The library has begun its fall computer classes on Tuesday, November the 27th, and Wednesday, December the 5th. There will be free, yes, free classes on Facebook. The November 27th one is at the Central Library's Cyber Center from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Call 703-228-5955 for more information. The December 5th class is at Columbia Pikes Branch Cyber Center. Call 703-228-5710 for more information. And now on to Craig.
All right, thanks. And as promised now, here's our News for Seniors segment. Here we go. All right, several tech-savvy teen volunteers will be at Walter Reed Senior Center on Tuesday, November 20, to conduct a class on using Facebook. They love training seniors on the use of the latest computer technology. They'll show seniors firsthand how to create a profile, search for friends, post comments, and more. The class will be held on Tuesday, November 20th, 7 p.m. at Walter Reed Senior Center. Registration is required, so give them a call, 703-228-0955, and bring a laptop or an iPad if you have one. Daniel.
Well, seniors who use Metro buses or rail will appreciate this program coming up at the Culpeper Garden Senior Center on Tuesday, November the 20th at 11 a.m. Metro Representative Reginald Ward will explain all of the options available to those using public transportation, including Metro Access and the Smart Trip card. This is a free, yes, free presentation.
FRAA free?
Yep. Call Pepper Garden to register at 703-228-4403.
And here's another one for our seniors out there. One of the issues seniors have to face is the pervasive influence that the internet is having on their lives. Well, attorney Chris Guest is presenting a free program on how to integrate the internet into estate planning. This program will be held on Wednesday, November 28 at 11 in the morning at Culpeper Garden Senior Center. And also, the seniors who need to take advantage of the programs are at all of the senior centers regarding new communication tools. Senior Adults Program Office publishes a 36-page, 55-plus guide every other month with all of the programs and activities at each senior center. To receive a complimentary copy, give them a call at 703-228-4721.
Once again, we want to thank our own Judy Masomny
You bet.
of the Office of Senior Adult Programs for bringing us this information. Thank you so much for your hard work and your dedication.
Thanks, Judy. All right, before we go to Rich's interview, here's Rich and his crumbs cupcakes and another reminder, right?
Yes, it's true.
Okay.
Now you can learn all about Crumbs bake shops by looking up www.crumbs.com, and you got those stories. Now I got some addresses there in the district you can see, but there's also a phone number here right in Arlington near our studio at 703-524-4001. You got that, folks? 524-4001. But you see the locations even in the district, and they're festive stuff. These are not just ordinary cupcakes.
Whoa.
You see? Now that
I think I'll take this one right
yeah,
here. We got
yeah,
a pumpkin
that's
one.
right. Yeah,
We got a turkey one. I like the turkey one. And chocolate. They all look yummy.
yeah, they are good.
Okay.
Anyway, so look them up under Crumbs, CRUMBS.com, and you get the whole story. Thank you very much.
Get your
Yeah,
crumbs.
yeah,
Get your
yeah.
crumbs.
Very good.
Okay, Rich.
Thank you.
Boy, they smell wonderful.
Yeah,
smell
they
very
are.
good.
They
Okay,
are.
now as promised, up next on this edition of the Arlington Weekly News, Rich is talking with his guest, Mahal May, who is Ms. Senior.
Okay, we have with us Mahal May, and she is Miss Maryland Senior America 2012. And you won this in, where did you win the title? Was
I won the title here in Maryland in sometimes in June.
In June.
2010, right.
Yeah, and then you went to Atlantic City.
Yes, and then I went to Atlantic City in New Jersey to represent Maryland at the national pageant of Miss Senior America.
Yeah. Now in a minute, so we're going to have this segment of yours where you do the hula. Did you do that at the Atlantic City?
Yes, my hula is my talent actually. It's
Right.
called Lovely Hula Hens.
Yes. I wish I could sing. I'd sing it. Can you sing?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. I want you to, maybe you can look up there, we'll put up on the screen there, www.senioramerica.org. And if you want to know something more here about Miss May over here, it's www.Maria, it's on the thing, Mahal. I won't ask you about Maria. How come we're not calling you Maria right now?
Well, because my first name is Mahal. I just reversed that.
Oh, okay, I got it. .com. It's on the screen, and look it up and get an idea about being a Miss Maryland or Miss Virginia, or Miss Rhode Island or Miss Hawaii Senior America. That's a great honor.
It is an honor. As a matter of fact, last month, like I said, I represented Maryland at the National Miss Senior America pageant in Atlantic City. There were 35 contestants from around the United States.
Okay, hold on a moment here. We're going to do the segment that you danced that hula, and then we'll get back to this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Lovely hula hen, graceful as the birds of ocean, gliding like the gulls over the ocean. Lovely hula hen, only manani. Lovely hula hen, telling of the rain in the valley and the swirling wind over the valley. Lovely hula hen, only manani. I can feel the soft caresses of your lovely hand, lovely hula hen. Every little mood expresses, so I'll understand all the tender meaning of your hula hands, fingertips that say aloha. Say to me again, I love you, lovely hula hen, only manani. I can feel the soft caresses of your lovely hands, lovely hula hands. Every little mood expresses, so I'll understand all the tender meaning of your hula hands, fingertips.
Okay, that's beautiful, wonderful. And you danced when you were a kid like that?
Well, I learned how to hula when I was little, very little. And as I grew up, I developed the gracefulness and the talent. And I love it.
Now, there's also an important part of winning like Miss Maryland Senior America. You have like a philosophy of life and all, correct?
Yes, we do.
Could you give us some of the idea of what you say to the people, to the public that so we get an idea how important this is.
Well, I would, first of all, I'm happy to be here with you,
We're happy
Rich,
to have you.
and I would like to address or to share this to the viewers, especially the senior women, because this is about Miss Senior America, and I know most of the women out there, they don't know what Miss Senior America is all about.
That's right.
So Miss Senior America is the world's first and foremost pageant that emphasize and give honor to women who have reached the age of elegance.
Yes, and that means, as we said, 60 or better.
Right.
I mean, even if you're out there and you're 85 and you can come on with some kind of talent, it could be simple, it could be reading poetry, whatever it is. So, and you can look them up again. We can put that on the screen up there. It's www.senioramerica.org. Or you can look up Mahal here under mariamahal.com. That's on the screen right now. So please go ahead and tell us your little philosophy.
Well, I would like to add to it, the pageant is a search for the gracious woman who best exemplifies the dignity, maturity, and inner beauty of all senior Americans. And the Miss Senior America philosophy is based upon the belief that all senior are the foundation of America, and it is, and we are also valuing their as a treasure, and it is upon their knowledge, experience, and resources that the younger generation has the opportunity to make a better society. And my philosophy of life that I presented to the national pageant is here. I'm going to share it with you.
Okay, go ahead.
Reaching 60 plus can be your best time in life. Reach for your dreams. They will lead you into your purpose of life. Reach for youth of the heart. You'll begin to feel that the sparkle in your heart and the twinkle in your eyes make you more beautiful in a way not achievable in youth. Reach out and volunteer, but remember to REACH to bring out a younger, spirited you.
You're wonderful, Miss Maryland Senior America 2012.
Thank you.
Mahal May. Thank you very much for coming on
Thank
and
you.
honoring us. And when I get to be a senior, I'm going to listen to that philosophy. Right now, I'm too young.
Yes, you're too young for that.
Thanks for you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you, Rich.
Miss Senior Maryland 2012.
Yes.
Mahal May, and a beautiful her rendition of the hula was very nice.
Yeah.
And that
Nice
was,
lady.
a
Mahal
well-
May.
I liked her business
Mahal
card.
May. A very nice little spot to wrap up our show here. So that's it for our pre-Thanksgiving
Happy Thanksgiving.
show for 2012. We hope you all have a safe and enjoyable time with you and yours for Thanksgiving holiday. And we'll be taking a week off. We'll be back a week after.
The following
next,
week,
The
yep.
following week after Thanksgiving. So thank you for watching this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Next week you be there, we'll be here, and we'll do it all again. Have a safe week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.